Oi, alright, how's it going? I'm Grant, this is Doodle Review, and this week has all been about punk reviews or punk adjacent reviews, and today we're continuing that, talking about the latest from Chris Cresswell. Who is Chris Cresswell? Well, Chris Cresswell is the frontman of eternally underrated Ontario punk band The Flatliners. The group have been touring and releasing albums pretty consistently now for over 20 years, forming in 2002 when they were just 16. And the group have been releasing music from their late teens onward, and as such have, in the form of their records, inadvertently created a bit of a diary of the members' evolving tastes over these vital formative years. Chris Cresswell's output in The Flatliners has captured the all or nothing of adolescence through their early ska days, the wild, world at your feet, relentless energy of your 20s through their melodic hardcore era, and the self-assured, self-confident maturity of your 30s in their current, slightly less aggressive, slightly more accessible sounding era. I make a point to mention the band's evolution because I think it's uncanny in how it reflects the growth that we as music fans typically go through over that period as well. And that growth, at least for me, is what allows an album like this to go down so well, because 10 to 12 years ago, when the Flatties' seminal record Cavalcade was on rotation non-stop for me, if you'd have tried to put on anything that I could compare to what you might call adult-orientated rock, soft rock or arena rock, I'd have told you to fuck off to Waitrose with that Radio 2 shit. The irony that this album of music that I would now in my 30s still probably call adult-orientated rock, but more affectionately so, is called The Stubbornness of the Young does not escape me. This album, the third solo outing for Cresswell, is a collection of soft, emotive, ballad-like acoustic tracks punctuated with a few bursts of high-energy, upbeat, driving rock songs that, despite the distortion pedals and the slight trace of signature snarl, could get almost anyone singing along. You Don't Want to Listen to Me, one of those very songs, proves a theory I've long held that road-worn punks do just make the best musicians to deliver stadium pop rock. The track doesn't require virtuosic skills, it could be picked up and learned by most any able band, but it's hard to imagine a group that hasn't rattled through a hardcore album in less than 12 minutes in a dingy basement being able to deliver quite the same energy, that spring-loaded tightness or conviction that Cresswell does here. It's exactly the same phenomenon that makes sometimes bland Foo Fighters such a formidable live act and what connects them with so many people. The same could be said of Behind the Crow, the record's opener, another of the harder tracks here. However, in this case, Cresswell fully embraces the AOR trope and gives us a classic, almost power ballad lead guitar, piano and horns. It's definitely music to play as you tuck your white shirt into your cargo shorts, slip on your Skechers and find out just what's been making that rattling noise in the lawnmower. But it again is executed so solidly it's hard to deny. There's a lot to be said of the acoustic-centric songs too. On Precious Ground has a nice finger-picked lead guitar part, really nice reverb on the lead guitar, and showcases the strength of Cresswell's singing that somehow bloomed out of many years of screaming. On The Ink, he continues to flex his vocal prowess, demonstrating great dynamism in a performance that rises from hushed tones in the pre-chorus to from the gut strength in the song's chorus. Both this song and Rome feature more great fingerpicking, however on the latter, the drums do slightly overpower the restraint of the guitar performance in the first half. The album does stray a little into schmaltzy, forgettable music for an Amazon Prime rom-com on the last few tracks, and I think A Force to Be Reckoned With ends the record with a whimper, not a bang. But on the whole, this is a solid rock album that's delivered with real heart. I'd give this a pretty high 6 out of 10. But tell me, what did you think? Did I get this right? What was your favourite track? Are you a Flatliners fan? What is your favourite Flatliners track? Share some thoughts, show some love, or just fucking hurl some abuse, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out the other videos below that you might enjoy. Cheers.